We're going to have a great show. We're going to be talking about tarot cards. We're going to be talking about mediums. Who knows? We might talk politics. We might talk TV. We might talk, oh, I don't know. You never can tell with Ramona, but we're so happy that she's here. We do want to remind you that she does come twice a year to Amethyst Point, which is great, so you can get a reading with her. She's been my reader for years. I rely on her totally. She's just fabulous. Welcome, Ramona Garcia.
Thank you, Ramona.
We love to do that, don't we?
I know, because that's so fun. And one of the reasons I stayed in this was because when I was first taking civil mind control, I took it with a priest named Father Stephen Barrow. And you can be any religion, any belief system whatsoever. I worked with 3 Indian people yesterday who had lost their son. And so you've got to just believe that there's a God. Mm-hmm. I always bypass anything else in the room and I say, okay, God, tell me what to say next. Tell me what to do next. And so I grew up with a lot of fun and a lot of scary stuff because nobody explained that the fear that you feel in a place can be your own. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks it's the house or whatever. But lots of times people will say, oh, I feel so scared in here. Mm-hmm. What of? Because we've done house de-hauntings and we've done everything. There are houses that have negative things with them.
And that's because what's residual of the people who live there, maybe their behaviors, their habits, drug habits, deep depression, just very concentrated emotional states would leave that kind of energy.
And the thing about it is, the priests used to come into every house and bless it before the people moved in. And we don't do that anymore. Marlene and I are asked to go bless houses, cars, kids, you name it. Mm-hmm. But all energy is good, and if it's not good energy, you have the power to get rid of it.
Right. Yeah.
This is the important thing for people to realize. And if they go to a medium or a psychic or whatever, and the psychic starts on doom and gloom, take your cash, your curse, and cut out of there. And I say that sincerely because I went to Lilydale in New York, and they gave me this kid, and I knew he was in training. Mm-hmm. But I had my solid gold nails on. And he looked at me, and the first thing he said, now you talk about somebody who's not going to their spirit, to the Holy Spirit, but to themselves. He said, oh, your husband must have just died and left you a lot of money. News to me, he was sitting home on the couch watching the cats. Mm-hmm. And he went on about this, that, and the other thing, and he was 100% wrong.
And why was that? I mean, obviously, this is a person
who's
who's training.
He went by the gold nails.
He's someone who's opening themselves up to this type of energy, which anyone can do.
Anybody can do this. It's not
for just a selected few. Everyone has this ability. We only use a certain percentage of our brain now in our development as a human species, and we have so much more to expand on. So here's a person who's opening themselves up, but there's a key factor in that, and that is what? To not allow your own ego?
Yes, that's
to get in the
way? Word, ego. And he had just gone into his head and was doing body language. So I learned every trick in the book to read with, because what fits one person won't fit another. Yeah. If I've got someone who's coming into me that I know is not going to make it, I will never pull out cards. I simply will teach them how to get well.
Mm-hmm.
I give them, you know, we have CDs and things, healing, the healing light,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah,
But
that's a choice that you make. Because
yes,
readers just get a message. They don't always, they make a choice of how much they're going to say. And do they get a complete message? If you're using a medium, for instance, is it very exact?
no,
Okay.
it's almost, it's exact enough that if I said something to you, you would be able to tag it and recognize it.
Right. But
But
the
I
reader
would-
shouldn't. Right. Because the message
I
is
would
not for the
think
reader.
I'm off the wall on that one. And they'll say, that was exactly right.
Yeah.
And you think, okay. And anything someone told me to try, I'd try it. I don't we were talking about demons and things, and devils. I always say to my classes, I don't keep them in the house. They don't potty train, and there's nothing you can do with them, and they'll cause you havoc.
Yeah.
Tell them to get lost.
Yeah.
And most people are, well, how can you do that? You can't just get rid of evil. I said, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Just think it, and it's gone.
You know, that's amazing, and it's true. Because if you don't focus on it, then you don't own it.
It don't
And if you don't own it, it
exist.
doesn't exist for you. It's amazingly that simple. But I think a lot of people just kind of get their perceptions of that from movies, which have to be very visual, which have to scare you because that's what they're supposed to do. But that doesn't mean that that's really based on any reality. Most movies have a huge amount of fiction in them, and that's why they're entertaining, and that's why they're movies. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, because of either our cultures or our religious beliefs or our flexibility or inflexibility, whatever you want to say, we tend to just, you know, sometimes when I see really evil things, I have this new movie, oh, Devil Now. It's just because it gets
Oh, I hate
advertised.
it.
I don't watch them. I don't waste my time with them. I understand them for what they are. But I said, you know what? The devil doesn't scare me. What makes me nervous, what makes me cautious is man's inhumanity to man.
Yes.
Not an outside
Absolutely.
force coming in, because if I were to, and I don't even really name it, but if I were to name that, and an entity such as that, I would say that is the worst of the thoughts that humans can think about each other, the most selfish that humans can be, and then lashing that out on someone else. Plain and simple, it's just awful negative energy in a spiral that stays there. And that's it. It's not some guy with a pitchfork running around, you know, it's
With a long tail.
with a long tail. You know, it's
I got rid of him last week. Everything the medium says does not necessarily help you, but it'll put fear. That's why I say, take your cash, your curse, and cut out of there.
right.
Because everything you give out, if you're giving from the source, there will be a sign, there'll be a healing.
Right. When you're doing when it's happening.
Absolutely.
Okay.